Okay, 1767, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score there. An opponent, 1330 games, that's very good. Let's just try and charge the center. Okay. Let's play e4, turn it more into an e4 game. Not something I will do very often. How do I want to progress? I was going to go c3 rather than knight and bring the bishop out. So yeah, it's going to be more an e4 game, this one, I think. Let's develop. Pre-move in case he takes. Doesn't. Castle. Okay, I'm going to develop my bishop and then bring the knight up. Just trade the bishop as I'm going to need to. Come across to put the rook on the same file as the queen. Could be useful further down the road. It might not be, but could be. Centralize this rook again to pressure the pawn a little bit further down the road. I will drop back there. Oh, goes all in. Okay. Takes, takes, takes. Is there potential for a quick attack? My gut feeling is there isn't. Here, pawn down the knight can jump, but otherwise might be getting a bit stuck. So I need to find some way to give this knight a square. Actually, I can naturally do that by dropping back here to guard the bishop, and the knight can drop back and he takes. Okay, playing this a little bit quickly. Might be a mistake, hopefully. Takes, takes, no good. Knight in's a very natural square. Takes, takes. Got to be careful of move like pushing down. I'm going to drop the bishop back. Partly cover this potential threat to capture at some point. Do we do something like this? I really want to jump forward. Is it worth it? Is my knight actually quite a decent knight? Actually, I'm going to jump up for now, just creating the illusion of a sacrifice. I don't think it's actually playable or winning for me. But now I want to try and head this off, right? So now I am going to jump in so my opponent can't go really crazy with f5. Again, a pawn might get very weak, of course. We might end up having to do something like this. But now we are certainly threatening to capture here. So are we still threatening to capture the... Take, take. What about just pushing on and popping the knight here somehow? I'm not quite sure what I want to do here, but I'm looking at just simply taking, but then pushing on might be the more sensible. Actually, I'm going to just push on and try and pop the knight here if I can find a way how to do that, something like this. Okay, he has come forward. So do we want this or this? Does it matter? We might want the bishop there actually to try and come in. Let's just go up here for now. Keep the option of the bishop at some point, but we need to try and bring the knight across here. So I can create space for the queen over the knight combo. Something like this just to gently put pressure on, but I don't want it completely clogged down. It might be impossible to break through then, unless we play a move like f4 something, or h4. That knight's not really doing a lot though. Knight here, the knight could end up here. Okay, so we have to really try and stop branching out here by black. I mean, I guess maybe you could even consider it, but I've still got bishop up. Could be a nice nuisance move to hit that rook. I don't really want to play g4, I don't think. It's just inviting trouble, or it feels like it. And again, if bishop here and you end up coming in, for instance, are you then... Ooh, he's trapping his rook almost, isn't he? I'll just say, is the bishop going to be basically left stranded here? But that's got to be a move worth... Yeah, I'm not going to burn all the clock playing that, I'm just going to play it. The rook will come here, but now that bishop is really, really stuck. So I'm going to bring the knight forward now, but can we do something like this and try and activate the rook? Or even like this and break it open? I'm not sure, Do we consider something like this? There's lots of options, but I'm not sure any of them actually work. I could take and go f3. We could allow him to go back and then try and just push on. Yeah, what's wrong with that? A queen up, for instance. If he just jumps back, we might be able to push the pawn on and hit the two pieces. So he's moved the rook out the way. Could be the same thing here. It's committal to do this, though. There's no reverse gear. I'm going to go here with a view to rook across. What's he played rook over, so might want to come this way now. So yeah, this is might be handy not to have the pawn here. I could do it to deter this, but then will he fly forward? Will he? Is queen up an actual move here? Let's go here for now just to hit the pawn. I'm looking if queen up might be a playable move, because we do threaten an actual pawn. Depends what he does with this rook now. Does he keep guarding? He does. But now I've got bishop maybe actually to come in. And if you go back, queen and then hits two pawns, right? If you have to come forward with a king, it's not great. Well, it might be fine, it might be of course, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to threaten to play a move like rook across if the king comes up. Rook over is very easy to miss, but we're attacking two. Maybe you've got queen across as well. It's gone with a queen, so can't we just collect this now? I think I can take, can't I? Am I missing something? I mean, bishop back, I can take here. And I'm threatening rook right across, and very, very, very defensive for black. But he's played rook up. So I can trade things off. Takes, queen takes, takes, knight takes, f3. But rook across first. As long as I'm not trapping my queen, but I think I've got a square here. Say there's some sort of move on the board I'm just not seeing. I'm then threatening to actually win the bishop. So I'm going to risk it. Pawn down, I can always just bail out and go back. Okay, so if I take... You still got the same trades as queen and knight. I can always come back this side. Take first is no good. But I am burning time though. I'm not sure how I break through if I don't trade and simplify. I'm going to do it as I just don't see what else I've got to do to try and break through. You'll have to trade the queen. So now I'm looking at rook back. With a view to a move like f3 to restrict the knight, and then maybe g4. So I'm going to just play that now just to prepare g4. Okay. Actually, I'm going to play this, maybe step up. We might be able to burst forward. Pawn could get a little bit loose, because I can't go g3 now. King up, rook behind, but he's got to keep this under guard. Yeah, rook's gone there now, so can I actually push now then? Takes, takes, rook across might be an issue. I'm going to go here just so I've got the option for rook across if he abandons this side. But I'm very low on time now compared to my opponent, so not easy here. Okay. I'm going to bring the rook back. I'm going to try something like this, I think. Or like this at some point. Yeah, I'm preparing to try and push. I need to try and open things up because I'm just down on the clock. This bishop's not really achieving a great deal here now. So maybe back. Bishop's not doing much there. If the king wanders off, might get in, I'm not sure. But it feels like the bishop could do with coming back. Okay, attacks the pawn. So here, knight takes. You're threatening the rook as well. So I kind of got to go forward now. So that means this is not really an option now. But now we can come back here and you'll have to go a bit passive again. Maybe I've got bishop up first. Bishop up could be a sneaky move with this, but I walk into issues. Very difficult. I'm just looking at rook across, rook back, but if I have the bishop here first, he doesn't have rook back. Or I can do this. Yeah, I'm just going to line this up and try and blast, because I'm getting too low on time now. Got to try and open it up, take some risks. Oh, wait. So here, king over he's got. Yeah, I've got to try and open it up. Got to take some risks to open the position. But obviously I don't want to collapse this side. King goes there. Let's prepare a cross. I expect he'll do the same thing. But now I can go here maybe. Now there's not the two of them here. I'm preparing to take. Okay, so he's gone back. So do I gamble and go up? I need to just prep this, don't I think. So I need to prep this. Take, 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 rook check. Yeah, it's got to be right, so I'm going to do it. Oh wait, that just wins the knight. That should be good enough. The position just collapses out of nowhere. Okay. Everything should be winning, but we don't want to let him off the hook here, or blunder a stalemate. I mean, obviously I could have checked to try and collect, but I want to keep him bogged down if I can. We've got a nice outside pawn. So check here, check. Must be winning, but I think we just go here and try and march up slowly and steadily. Make sure the pawn's guarded. If his rook ever comes round, we're always safe. If the rook somehow did this, we can simply step up. Okay, so now I can go here, I think. Check here. Actually, you're attacking my rook, so check here. Yeah, I don't like that. I've got time here. So up, rook across, check. Now let's just check and come across. Everything should be winning. My king's perfectly safe here. Let's go for this one. You know, his only hope is to somehow break through with this pawn. So everything should be winning for me. So let's just prepare to run this one. I'll cut the king and run this one. Yeah, our pawn should be far too quick here, should be. Do I need this or this? Pawn up, rook across, bishop there, and he's just out of the game. Yeah, let's just do this. Rook across, bishop up. We guard both of them. Just shuffle and promote. Or just promote. So we've used our time wisely this game, it feels like. There's a queen. Just make sure we stop the pawn. Just got to try and make sure we don't blunder stalemate. There is a pawn push, there's a rook move. Okay, he's now moved the king. Okay, so I assume I just go here. So check, back. You don't go there because you come in that way down. So queen here, and obviously going to be checkmate, isn't it? Yeah, just keep it simple. Let's go here. Right, we're finally nearly there. Yeah, that was all deliberate, that clearly. Clearly deliberately stalling there, but we get the win. Let's put this one through the analyzer. "69 moves in the end this one has gone on for, so it could take a little while, but hopefully not too long for this to run. Yeah, so we've gained an advantage round about here somewhere, or we've been much better, so we've made a mistake or a blunder somewhere here. From +5 back to level, but then we've gained the advantage again. So yeah, we've blundered with rook to b3. So you can take your time and really look through these and turn the engine on and see what moves should have been where. So I shouldn't have taken the bishop. It looks like rook up is what the engine is actually suggesting there, but we've got the win. 87% versus 86%, a couple of blunders, but it looks like our blunders were not overly critical. Oh, d5 was apparently a blunder as well. So the engine doesn't like d5, so that's my other blunder. So not overly critical, but we get the win.